Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's super quick recipe is going to be some chickpea snacks in the air fryer. It won't take long at all. It's super delicious and very healthy, so please make sure you stay tuned. The ingredients we're going to be using is really some canned chickpeas. I actually got these from Amazon. I tried to look for chickpeas in a can in Lidl's where I normally shop and I could not find any, but definitely I think for this recipe you need to use cooked chickpeas. So I've got a couple of cans of that. I've got some normal olive oil, I've got some paprika powder which is sweet, it's not smoked, I got some salt, and I got some garlic granules. And what you're gonna need, obviously some measuring spoons, although I'm just gonna be using normal spoons, a colander and a bowl. So what I'll do, I'm going to be opening up the chickpeas. I'm going to be washing them, rinsing them. We don't actually need to dry the chickpeas for this recipes. So let me do that, and I'm going to get back to you after it's done. So I got my chickpea nicely drained and washed. So I just kind of kept squishing it around while the cold water was running onto the chickpeas. It was quite foamy initially, but I just kept rinsing it and rinsing it until the water ran through. And I also measured out the spices and seasoning. So I got a generous pinch of salt in there. I got 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and I got about half a teaspoon of garlic powder and 1 teaspoon of paprika powder as well. So I'm going to be combining all those together and mix it in with the chickpeas. Just for reference, a can of chickpea weighs 400 grams, but when it's drained, I believe it's 240 grams. So obviously when a recipe asks for items that are in a can, just make sure that you're aware that obviously the weight of the can is going to be obviously different from the weight of the actual product. So is I've got about 480 grams of chickpeas here, just under half a kilo. So I'm going to be mixing in the spices now. So the spices are all in. It actually feels quite nice. It's not greasy. I mean, the oil, it was only a couple of tablespoons, so it's not too much, but we definitely would need some sort of oil with this, because I think otherwise it would just dry out too much. The recipe asks for preheating the air fryer, but as you may know, if you're following me for a while, I never preheat my Ninja. So I'm just going to be popping these on the drawer, into the drawer. I'm not going to be using any kind of liner, because this recipe specifically says just put it inside the air fryer, so not on any kind of liner, to make it nice and crispy. So what I did, because obviously I used 2 cans of chickpeas, I divided them. So this is roughly about 1 can, and this is roughly the other can, but obviously I just mixed all of them together with the spices. So I'm just going to be popping them on now. So put on match, because I'm going to be using both baskets. Air fry, and the recipe is actually 200, and it says it between 12 to 15 minutes, but I'm going to put it on 10 minutes. And I will give it a shake and keep an eye on it, because obviously it's not something I would want to burn. So pop it on now. So in 10 minutes I'm going to get back, and then we're going to have a look at it together. So the 10 minutes is up. So let's have a look. Looking good. So what I'll do, I'm going to pop them back for another 2 minutes. I think that probably will do. And obviously just keep an eye on it, and another 2 minutes. So at the end of this, the chickpeas would have been in the air fryer 12 minutes in total. So I will have a look, but I don't think that we're gonna need to put these back again because they are looking pretty good as they are, but I prefer them a little bit crispier than that. Okay, so time is up, but let's listen out. I think, hear it, it does sound nice and crispy, but let's just use a spatula. I don't know how much you can see, it focuses, and give it a try. Nice and crispy on the outside, not too dry. Good. We may add a little bit more salt. I mean, to be honest with the seasoning, you can put as much or as little as you want, because obviously you can put spices in there as well, but because of my daughter, we don't tend to use anything too spicy. But yeah, you can just improvise, but I think it's a very, very good healthy option. So I'm gonna dish these out now. So I pop them in this glass dish. But if you do have a Ninja, then you will notice that, because obviously there are gaps on the actual crisper plate, there are quite a few of them will kind of make their way to the bottom of the air fryer, so underneath the crisp plate, but it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't get burned, so it's still fine. Just obviously take the crisper plate off and just put it in, just pop it in with the rest, because it's just, you know, it's all fine. But I think if you have a different kind of air fryer, which is exactly what I had before the Ninja, which is a manual one, very, very old, probably about 15, 16 years old, first generation, people weren't really using air fryers. It's kind of a mesh kind of tray that you would have inside the air fryer, and obviously you wouldn't have any issues, anything kind of popping through, because the holes are too small. So hopefully you enjoy this. And yeah, we're going to be using this properly with salads or as a snack as well. So bon appetit, everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and you will give it a try because it's a really healthy option. So if you need to get some more protein in your diet, or you want to jazz up your salad, that is definitely a great option. Great snacking option as well. You know, there's not much processed stuff in it really. You know what you're going to put in it. It's definitely better than buying stuff from the shops. So thank you very much for coming to find me today. Or if you're a returning viewer, thank you very much for coming back. And please don't forget to check out my other air fryer video, which was, I think it did really well. Is just hot dogs and chips, just everything made in the air fryer. A really nice, quick Friday dinner idea. Thanks again for tuning in. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Have a lovely day. See you next time. Goodbye for now.